Namaste, welcome to Raw Yoga. So today I'm going to be taking you through a nice beginner's routine. So those that are completely new to yoga, to Ashtanga Yoga, this is going to be a really nice introduction to the practice. It's going to be quite short as well. So it'll, start to build your endurance up for the full practice. So we're going to begin at the tops of our mats. About a foot's distance from the top of the mat, beginning in Samastitihi, equal standing pose. I'm going to turn to face the camera now, but you're going to continue to gaze at the top of the mat. So we're going to have equal weight on the balls and the heels of the feet, spreading the toes, grounding down through the feet. Quadriceps engaged, lifting the kneecaps, tuck the tailbone slightly and engage the abdomen. Roll the shoulders back, chest nice and open, creating space along the collarbones here. Arms slightly away from the side, fingers together and palms facing the thighs. Chin parallel to the floor, gazing directly ahead. Relaxing the face, allowing the tongue to fall away from the roof of the mouth. And we'll begin with 3 rounds Suryanamaskar A and 3 rounds Suryanamaskar B. Inhale, raising the arms, lift the ribs away from the hips, palms touch, gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, folding forward, suck the navel towards the spine, knees bent here, hands come all the way down to the mat, then lift the sit bones towards the ceiling, tuck the head in. Inhale, looking up, flat back. Maybe your flat back is here, maybe onto the fingertips, or maybe hands to the knees. Exhale, taking the hands all the way down to the mat, weight into the hands, stepping the feet back into a high plank, lowering down, Chaturanga Dandasana, maybe come to the knees first if you wish, all the way down. Point the toes, inhale, maybe cobra pose, upward facing dog, keeping the knees on the mat or lifting the knees, gazing to the ceiling. Exhale, pushing the hips back towards the heels, lifting up into your downward facing dog. Staying here for 5 breaths. So we want the feet hips width apart in downward facing dog. And you can pedal your legs here, stretch out the backs of the legs, maybe moving the hips from side to side, stretching out the side body, whatever feels good today. And the fingers are spread, palms pressing into the mat. Really important that you get your foundations good at the beginning of your practice. So again, we can bend the knees here if there's tightness in the hamstrings. It's better for you to have bent knees here. We want a nice flat back rather than straight legs and a kind of rounded back, which I'm giving an example of here. So nice straight back here. So looking between the hands, walk the feet to the hands, flat back, look up, and exhale, deep fold. Suck the navel in, tuck the head in, lift the sit bones. Inhale to come all the way up, slight bend in the knees, gaze up to the thumbs, draw the shoulders away from the ears, exhale, Samastitihi, round 2. Inhale, raising the arms, palms touch. Exhale, deep dive forward, suck the navel in, hands all the way down to the mat, lift the sit bones. Inhale, look up, flat back, wherever your flat back is. And exhale, weight into the hands, stepping the feet back, high plank, lowering down, Chaturanga Dandasana, nice and controlled. Again, coming to the knees if you wish. Inhale, upward facing dog, gaze into the ceiling. Exhale, downward facing dog. And your gaze in downward facing dog is between the knees or to the navel. Again, staying for 5 breaths. Again, we're trying to lift the sit bones towards the ceiling. At the same time, encourage the heels towards the mat, really stretching out the backs of the legs. Navel is sucked towards the spine. Pelvic floor is engaged. And we're drawing the shoulder blades down the back, shoulders away from the ears. Again, trying to create create some length in the spine, nice and long in the body. Inhale, looking between the hands. Walk the feet to the hands, flat back, look up. Exhale, deep fold. Tuck the head in, lift the sit bones to the ceiling. Inhale to come all the way up. Gazing up to the thumbs, and exhale, Samastitihi. Final round. Inhale, raising the arms, gaze up to the thumbs. Exhale, folding forward, deep fold. Suck the navel in, tuck the head in, lift the sit bones. Inhaling, looking up, flat back. And exhale, planting the hands, stepping the feet back, high plank, lowering down, Chaturanga Dandasana, nice and controlled. Inhale into your upward facing dog, opening the chest, gazing up to the ceiling. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, staying here for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looking between the hands, inhale, walk the feet to the hands, flat back, look up. Exhale, deep fold, tuck the head in, lift the sit bones. Inhale to come all the way up, open the chest, gaze up to the thumbs, and exhale, Samastitihi. So Suryanamaskar B, bending the knees, and inhale, raise the arms, Utkatasana. Exhale, deep fold, hands all the way down to the mat, lifting the sit bones again. Inhale, looking up, flat back. Exhale, planting the hands into the mat, stepping the feet back, lowering down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Keep the chin to the chest, open the chest first, then the head lifts. Exhale, chin to the chest first, then the bum lifts into downward facing dog. So pivoting on the ball of the left foot, turning the left heel 45 degrees towards the center line of the mat, stepping the right foot between the hands and raising the hands towards the ceiling, Virabhadrasana. Exhaling the hands back either side of the front foot, step the right foot back, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, left side. So right foot pivots now towards the center line of the mat. Left foot steps. Inhale as you raise the arms towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands back down either side of the front foot. Step the left foot back to meet the right, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, opening the chest, gaze up to the ceiling. Exhale, downward facing dog. Staying here for 5 breaths again. So again, just keeping the navel sucked towards the spine, activating Uddiyana Bandha, energy lock in the abdomen. Again, lifting the sit bones towards the ceiling, engaging your pelvic floor to activate Mula Bandha. Breathing nice deep breaths, full capacity of the lungs here. Inhale, looking between the hands, walk the feet to the hands, flat back. Exhale, deep fold, tuck the head in, lift the sit bones. Bending the knees, inhale, Utkatasana, arch the back, gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, Samastitihi. Round 2, bend the knees. Inhale, look to the thumbs. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog, gaze to the ceiling. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left heel pivots, right foot steps between the hands. Inhale, Virabhadrasana, gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, hands back down, step the foot back, lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right heel pivots now, left foot steps. Inhale. Exhale, hands back down, step the foot back and lower down. Inhale, upward dog, open the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths again. 1. 2. Again, trying to make the sound in the back of the throat, activating your Ujjayi breath. 3. 4. And 5. Inhale, look between the hands. And exhale, deep fold. Bending the knees, inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samastitihi, final round. Bend the knees, inhale, arch the back, gaze to the thumbs. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, lift the head, flat back. Exhale, planting the hands, stepping the feet back, high plank, lower down, control, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left heel pivots, right foot steps between the hands. Inhale, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, hands back down, step the foot back and lower down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, open the chest. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right heel pivots now, left foot steps. Inhale. Exhale, hands back down, step the foot back and lower down. Inhale into up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in nice deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, looking between the hands, walk the feet to the hands, flat back. Exhale, deep fold. Bend in the knees, inhale, Utkatasana. Sit nice and low and exhale, Samastitihi. Finishing with a full sun salutation. Inhale, exhale, deep fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, stepping the feet back, lowering down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Not staying here this time. So looking between the hands. Inhale, walking the feet to the hands, flat back. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastitihi. So we're just going to come to sit down on the mat now. Again, I'm going to face the camera. You can just stay facing the top of your mat. We're just going to come into a comfortable seated cross-legged position. Sitting nice and tall. Shoulders back, chest nice and open. Inhale. Exhale, take the hands behind the back, taking hold of opposite elbows, opposite wrists, or just interlacing the fingers. Inhale, lifting the chest again. And exhale, folding forward into Yoga Mudra, the yogic seal. Leading with the chin and chest. Folding forward as much as you can. No worries if you don't make it all the way down. Just to wherever you can get to. Maybe you're here today, this is all good. Just closing the eyes now, or gaze into the third eye between the eyebrows. And breathing with the full capacity of the lungs, watching the breath. Again, keep trying to make the sound in the back of the throat. Inhale, coming all the way back up. And exhale, releasing the hands into Chin Mudra. Tips of the forefinger and thumb touching, resting on the knees, palms facing up. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, drawing the chin towards the chest. Engaging all three locks now in Padmasana. So pelvic floor engaged, activating Mula Bandha. Abdomen engaged, activating Uddiyana Bandha. And tucking the chin to the chest activates the throat lock here as well. So drawing the shoulder blades down the back, shoulders away from the ears. Nice and long in the spine, lifting the ribs away from the hips. Staying with the breath, just watching the breath. Inhale, lifting the gaze. Exhale, release. So we're going to go for variation of Upluthihi, the uprooting posture, where we lift our whole body off the floor in lotus in the full series. I'm going to be using some blocks as it's a beginner's class. We're going to make sure our fingers are facing forward on our blocks. And we're just going to try to lift ourselves up. Don't shrug the shoulders into the neck. Make sure we're pressing the shoulders away from the ears. Really activated through the shoulders. We're going to go for 10 breaths. Inhale as you lift up. Suck the navel towards the spine. Engage your pelvic floor. Breathing nice and deeply, nice and long in the spine here. And staying here for just about 10 breaths today. Again, if you need to have a break and have another go, please feel free to do so. This is your practice. Just remember where you got to, what you struggled with, and see if you can improve on it the next time you come to your mat. Have no expectations anytime you come to your mat. Just do your best. Do what you can. Inhale in and exhale, release. Just taking the blocks off of the mat now. And we'll prepare for our final posture, shavasana. So just taking the heels as wide as the mat. And coming to lie down as controlled as you can. Use your core. Taking up space with the arms, palms facing up. Shimmy the shoulder blades under the back to open the chest. Tuck the chin slightly to elongate the back of the neck. Give the jaw a wiggle. Make sure there's no tension in the face. Give the shoulders a wiggle. No tension in the shoulders. And when you're comfortable, releasing your Ujjayi breath, return into normal breathing. And trying to resist any temptation to move a part of the body. If there's any pinching in the lower back in Shavasana, you can always bring the feet onto the mat. Take them as wide as the mat and allow the knees to knock together. That's another way you can take your Shavasana. When you're comfortable, just try to resist any temptation to move a part of the body. Again, just staying with the breath. Just feeling the sensation of the chest rising when you inhale and falling when you exhale. And just wiggling the fingers now, wiggling the toes, bringing some movement back to the body, maybe rotating the wrists, rotating the ankles. And bringing the feet and the legs together and taking the arms overhead for a nice deep stretch. And rolling over to your right hand side, maybe bending the left knee first to help you over. And just finding a comfortable position on your right hand side just for a few breaths. And bringing your left hand onto the mat by your chest. Pressing into that hand to help you to an upright position. Coming back to a seated position. Comfortable seated cross-legged position. We'll bring our hands into Anjali Mudra at our heart center. Close our eyes. Just tuck the chin slightly. Just come to your breath here just for a moment. And we'll bring our hands to our head now for kindness in our thoughts, kindness towards yourself and to others. Hands to your heart for kindness in your actions, and hands to your lips for kindness in your words. From my heart to your heart, Namaste.